everyone, I'm that guy with tripod. And, yeah, as you can tell from the title of the video, I just saw Spider-Man Homecoming. It was really good. Um, yeah, uh, yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm not as big of a Spider-Man fan as some other people. Uh, my first Spider-Man movie that I ever saw was Spider-Man 3. 3. Yes, I know. Yeah, and I didn't watch the two Amazing Spider-Man movies, and yeah, and when I when I saw Homecoming, I thought, why not? So I went and watched it, and yeah, I even went all out wore a Spider-Man T-shirt I got for Christmas one year, or was it? I'm pretty sure my mom got it for me. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Well, I really like this movie, and yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and and one thing I will knock this movie against is that you, you sort of you don't have to watch the first Avengers movie, but it does help. Like, yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of callbacks to previous movies. Uh, uh, Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, which I haven't seen, and Captain America Civil War, again, I haven't seen yet. So, yeah. Uh, yeah. There was also this one part of the movie where Captain America is presented as is talking to some high schoolers about them being in detention and to do his Captain America training program. Even though I'm even though I'm not sure if he's a war criminal or not. But yeah, remember I haven't seen event Captain America Civil War yet. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, yeah, I really like this movie. Which is the Vulture, was admittedly an odd choice if you ask me. It's in the comics the guy's in his mid 60s to 70s, but yeah, um, but yeah, wait, I really liked him. He's he's sympathetic. He's sympathetic. He's he's sympathetic and and actually has a reason to do the stuff he does. Uh, and well, I'm not sure he knows. Yeah, I scratch that. Yeah, and yeah, he's overall he's a nice guy at heart. He's just doing what he thinks is what he thinks he has to do to survive in the new world that they live in after the first Avengers movie, which again I recommend seeing Systems. It does help. Anyway, after that, what else was there? I especially liked at how they don't sort of retell what everyone at this point already knows, and that is how Spider-Man got his powers. You know, and we all know that song and dance before, right? He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and a few days later, his uncle died because he wouldn't stop the criminal 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 he could have stopped before. And yeah, and we all know the saying is old sayings. His old saying, great power becomes great responsibility. Yeah, yeah. They don't tell that in this movie. In fact, the best thing we sort of get is a hint between when Peter's talking to his friend. Ned, which I would say is probably my favorite character in the movie. Um, I don't know. I mean, well, let me give you a hint of what he does. Well, he finds out Peter's secret identity as Spider-Man. While the two were supposed to build a Lego Death Star. I'll let that sink in. Anyway, yeah. Moving along. Yeah. Although I have to comment that this movie is long. I mean, when I watched that when I started watching it in my theater. It started. It was at 12, 12:40, and by the time I got out, um, it was it was it was it was almost 3. So yeah, over a 2-hour movie. Ugh, ugh, those are rare, but I think it uses its screen time great. There are 3 climaxes in this movie, and each has to do with Fallout, which is nice. Uh, yeah, and because of Fallout from the first climax, it sort of leads to uh well sort of not tangled, not I'm not sure how to describe it. I won't involving the the villain, the vultures. Uh, spoil what it is because well, let's just say it's an oh shit moment. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah. Anyway, and by that, because of that, the vulture figures out Spider-Man is Peter Parker, which come to think of it, come to think of it, is that twice. It's the second time his secret identity was revealed in the same movie. I'm pretty sure that's a record. So someone read, someone check on that. Yeah. Uh, though that I think that could have been tied into and what I'm saying is could have thing. It definitely is. It definitely ties into Spider-Man's character. At this point in time, which is about 8 years after the first Avengers movie, again I recommend seeing it. Spider-Man is relatively a rookie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got his high-tech suit from Tony Stark, so which probably has a lot of bells and whistles as armor, except it's not so much an armor, more like a regular costume. I'm not sure how to describe it. Anyway, uh, uh, and uh, uh, oh, and uh, there's also an after credits. Oh yeah, I should also mention that Aunt May, Peter Parker's aunt, you should all know those by now, looks like to be in her early 50s, like or 40s. I mean, seriously, this is something I never get. Always in the comics, she's depicted as a very old woman, except for a few occasions, uh, like late 70s to early 80s, and after that, uh, uh, in the current in the never mind. Uh, but in this movie, she looks really young for young to be a to be a she looks really young. Is all I'm saying. Um, what else do I want to talk about this movie? But yeah, Spider-Man's character. As I mentioned before about his being all new to the superhero thing. Uh, he also has big heart. He does he always does the right thing. Yeah, even after that oh shit moment I mentioned earlier, is that he sacrifices a chance at a really normal life. Like seriously. Uh, after the second climax, Tony Stark takes his high-tech suit away. Away. And that reminds me of another a great line I remember from this movie. I know from this movie. Tony, when Tony Stark wants to remove the suit, take the suit back, Peter Parker says, "I'm nothing without this suit." Only for Iron Man to say, "Then you're nothing without it." Anyway, hang on, I got that mixed up. I'm nothing without the suit, says Peter Parker, and Tony Stark replies, "Then you don't deserve the suit at all." So yeah, one other thing I don't like, I find odd about this movie is that Tony Stark is kind of a bit of a jerk. At the beginning of the second climax, he manages to call and phone in the FBI to take out the goons without telling Spider-Man. So, seriously, why? I just don't understand that. Why not? Anyway, okay. I'm sorry I got a lot off track. What was I talking about? Yeah. Spider-Man was really naive. I can't believe I lost track of that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Spider-Man's good character. He sacrifices to dance with the girl of his dreams at the school homecoming dance to stop the Vulture, who, despite not having his high-tech suit anymore. Sorry, I had to get some water. Despite having his not high-tech suit anymore, and resorting to his base, a suit most likely he made. Yeah. So yeah. After that. He manages to stop the Vulture, and he eventually gets his old suit back, like courtesy of Tony Stark. And at the very end of this movie, before the credits, he changes it back into the suit, and then takes off his mask while he's in his and Almay's apartment, only for Almay to show up right after he talks. He takes off his mask. So what it took Spider-Man in the comics, 30 plus years to tell his arm to the truth. Well, this movie managed to do it in less than 3 hours. So yeah, 0.1 for movie. And we now for the post credit scene. That's basically becomes the standard for all the Marvel for all the MCU cinematic Marvel movies. I'm not gonna lie. This scene probably pushed the Vulture to probably be my favorite Spider-Man villain, or favorite Spider-Man movie villain. That's when he's in jail for his crimes. Another convict, when that Spider-Man previously busted earlier in the movie, goes to confront him and says that he knows Spider-Man's true identity, but he chooses not to say it. Instead, he says, "If you think I did, he'd be dead by now." Yeah. And that's all, and that all ties into the first climax. Again, I won't spoil it, but because of that, the Vulture has certainly bumped up a few notches in my favorite Spider-Man villains count. Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, overall a very good movie. I highly recommend it. Although again, I recommend seeing at least the first Avengers movie to really so you're not lost on the whole thing. Heck, heck this movie starts out with the cleanup the what was it called, the Chucky invasion that occurred in that movie. So yeah, again again I highly worth seeing the first Avengers movie, then Spider-Man: Homecoming. And if you don't care about the first Avengers movie, then you can jump into Spider-Man: Homecoming, except you sort of need a general basics of what Spider-Man is, or is how he got his powers and why he chose to become a hero. But yeah, other than that, you basically hop into this uh, I'm trying to think of an analogy here. Axe. Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I highly recommend. I'm that guy with tripod, signing out until the next video. See ya.